guys, so in today's video I'm going to talk about turmeric in skincare. I get questions about this all the time. Do I recommend turmeric face masks and turmeric lotions, creams? And I'm also going to not only talk about that, but I'm going to review for you guys the Inkey List Turmeric Moisturizer. So we hit a product review and an ingredient review in one video. Turmeric, what is it? It is a spice that is derived from the root Curcuma longa, used in foods, curries, lots of delicious foods, and it has something in it called curcumin, and curcumins are antioxidants that are profoundly anti-inflammatory. Not only is curcumin anti-inflammatory, but it also is antimicrobial and has been shown to have some anti-cancer properties as well. You probably already know this, but turmeric has this bright yellow color, and actually when it's exposed to acid, it turns red. Turmeric in foods is thought to have profound health benefits, anti-inflammatory benefits. However, we do know that turmeric and the curcumins in turmeric actually have poor bioavailability, meaning that when you ingest turmeric, it's difficult for your body to absorb it. Sometimes adding things like black pepper can increase the absorption of turmeric, and that's why it's thought to be beneficial in a lot of traditional Indian foods, for example, that incorporate some of these other spices that increase its bioavailability, meaning absorption into the body. There is a lot of enthusiasm for putting it on your skin to take advantage of some of these beneficial properties, like it being anti-inflammatory and an antioxidant. Turmeric or curcumin is hydrophobic or water-fearing, and therefore, you would think that it'd actually be pretty easy to get it into your skin because you've got this waxy lipid layer, and using something that is lipophilic, oily, you would think it would get into the skin well, but it's a lot trickier than that actually. Turmeric is really hard and very challenging to formulate into a topical product. And the reason for this is that it has to do with its pH, and its water solubility is poor. So getting it into a product that you can actually use is really challenging. Not only that, while it can get into your skin and cross that waxy lipid barrier, because of its hydrophobicity, it actually has a challenging time getting across cell membranes. So once it gets into the deeper layers of your skin, actually getting into the cells is proving to be challenging with turmeric and topical use of turmeric. So there are definitely some challenges for manufacturers when trying to come up with a topical product that will effectively deliver curcumins, at least, or turmeric to the skin in a way that's going to be meaningful. And I think it's really challenging because, as I said with my video on CoQ10, whenever you use antioxidants in your skincare products, some of the effects from the antioxidants, if they are working and are doing anything, they're definitely not going to be immediate. They're not even something that you're going to necessarily notice. Generally speaking, we have very, very few studies on topical turmeric on actual people for any particular skin outcome. There is a study by this group, Swanson and others, that they conducted a 9-week study examining the effects of a topical turmeric cream on hyperpigmentations. Basically, people who had dark spots, like post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation from healing acne. And these individuals put the turmeric cream on twice a day for 4 weeks. And they had, at the end of the 4 weeks, there was a statistically significant decrease in the number of dark spots in comparison to the placebo cream that had no turmeric in it, suggesting that maybe topical turmeric creams could be helpful for hyperpigmentation. So when people make all of these claims about turmeric being helpful for dark spots and skin brightening, it's all on this one little tiny study that wasn't very big and only 9 weeks. This same group then later did a larger study. This time, instead of looking at dark spots, they looked at improvement of wrinkles and fine lines. This was a 10-week study, so a little bit longer. It was blinded and randomized, and the individuals used a turmeric extract cream with niacinamide, formulated with niacinamide, or they used a cream that had just niacinamide in it. Niacinamide is an ingredient that I reviewed for you guys before, and it can have benefit. It's been shown to be beneficial for improving wrinkles, fine lines, skin textural type things. So they wanted to see basically if they could do better the niacinamide if they added turmeric to the niacinamide. And after twice daily application at 4 weeks, they showed there was a statistically significant decrease in wrinkles and fine lines over just the niacinamide cream. Niacinamide cream improved things, but not as great as niacinamide plus turmeric. So these are two really small, very short studies suggesting that topical turmeric at least is well tolerated in those small groups, or it was, and maybe it's compelling. It beckons for more research. That's basically it though. And so a lot of what you will hear about using turmeric is anecdotal experience. And for anything else, there's really no data. Acne, pores, oiliness, nothing like that. So anyways, how does that factor into the Inkey List product? I've used this a number of times and I have no issue with it. I'll tell you though, it's a product that I have a feeling the Inkey List is going to find that consumers don't get along with. And here are the reasons why. First of all, it smells like turmeric, as you pretty much, as to be expected. It smells like turmeric. I don't mind that smell, but I have seen reviews and people are like, oh, I can't stand the smell. So that alone is off-putting. I hope they don't counteract that by putting fragrance in here. That would really piss me off. So I'm okay with the smell, but I anticipate many consumers will find it off-putting. This product is formulated with squalane, which is a lightweight emollient. I've reviewed for you guys before. Squalane is great. I have no issue using it in moisturizers, but there is some thought that theoretically topical squalane could worsen some people's acne, just based on the fact that squalane is part of our natural sebum, aka oil. And so there is some thought that using squalane in your skincare products could exacerbate acne. But the other offender in this is coconut oil. Coconut oil is an ingredient that is comedogenic. So I worry that something like this might exacerbate someone's acne. All right, other reasons though that I think this might fail with consumers is the fact that this product markets itself as something that's going to prevent and or improve dry skin, aka a moisturizer. And I'm not so sure about that because this product has, some nice emollients that will smooth and soften dry, rough skin, but it doesn't have any occlusive ingredients to seal in transepidermal water loss. So this product might actually make your skin a little bit drier if you just use this as your moisturizer alone. Not only that, I think the turmeric, I would anticipate the turmeric to also be potentially irritating and also drying. Just based on how it has to be formulated, I would question that this might actually be quite irritating to many more people than you would think. I think it might be a fail overall in the hands of many consumers. So it's not a bad product per se. I personally didn't have any issue using it, but it does have that coconut oil, which can cause acne-like breakouts and theoretically worsen people's acne. I don't think it's a good moisturizer alone. If you want to incorporate turmeric into your skincare routine, I suppose this is a reasonable starting point. I recommend using a product like this, A, because it's affordable, and B, at least you kind of have to put your faith in, I guess, the Inkey List, that they've done some work in formulating it in a way that is going to actually be something that can get into your skin, as opposed to if you go into your kitchen and try and make a turmeric mask. I don't recommend doing that. I mean, I know a lot of you do that and have no issue with it, enjoy doing that, but I'm not going to recommend that people do that because A, it can be irritating, and B, like how are you pHing the solution and formulating it in such a way that the curcumin compounds are actually going to get into your skin. I think it just ends up putting you at more risk for irritation and staining your skin that bright yellow color. Which is one thing though I'll have to say about the Inkey List product, and I don't know, I'm not a chemist, I've taken a lot of chemistry, but I'm not a chemist. I don't know how they formulated it. It definitely has turmeric in it because you can smell it. Here, I'll just show you guys. I don't know how they formulated it in such a way that it's not yellow, it's white. Like, I don't know. I think some of you are cosmetic chemists. Maybe you can elaborate on that. Yeah, I don't know if you can see here on the back of my hand, but you can kind of see how it's not really going on super evenly, like it kind of clumps up a little bit. So yeah, overall, I'd say if you want to incorporate turmeric into your skincare, try this. It's pretty affordable. but you know, it can cause irritation and problems for people. I'd say of the Inkey List stuff, this is definitely not going to make my must-haves list. You know, they've got better products that are more evidence-based. But I know, you know, people are enthusiastic about turmeric, so of course they're going to create a product that meets a consumer demand. That's to be expected with a brand. But, you know, whether or not it does anything, I'm not super confident. I hope this video was helpful to you guys asking about turmeric and yet another Inkey List review. So if you liked it, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.